Tell us what you want to hear. DeepElmOnAir.com. Deep Ellum on Air. Only the best in local music. Do it live! From DFW and beyond. Deep Ellum on Air!
Mind control! Believe it or not, we taking over your mind. Mind control! Believe it or not, we taking over your mind. If this a hot topic, Eddie and Jeremiah drop it like a hot pocket. Sports to politics and lunatics thinking they could run for president. Reality stars thinking they're heaven sent. Irrelevant. Mind control! Believe it or not, we taking over your
Testing.
mind.
Test, 1, 2. Oh, I guess we're live, Jer.
Testing. You want to hear live coverage?
Of you opening that beer. It's a glorious sound right there, right?
Yep. I'm gonna crank my phones up.
This is episode 29 of Mind Control.
The DeMarco Murray episode.
Is that DeMarco Murray's number 29? Yeah, today is December 10th. December 10th, yeah. Have you been looking forward to this all week? This moment right now?
December 10th, yeah.
No, the shooting this show.
Shooting the shit with you?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Where did that phrase come from, do you think, shooting the shit?
I'm trying to think of a normal explanation for that. There can't be.
No.
It's got to be like motherfucker.
And just like out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. Motherfucker. Like you can't be mad at people for, calling Johnny Manziel a midget or
Yeah.
I'm sorry, even, the N-word should be safe, and because it doesn't mean what it used to mean. Like, motherfucker doesn't mean... I call somebody a motherfucker or a motherfucking beer, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't in any way mean that this beer fucks a woman, much less a mother.
So you're saying don't take it literally.
Right.
Yeah.
Literally. We're not literally using the N-bomb.
I think,
We're calling each other brother,
I think that's probably the
I'm
same.
talking about us African-American gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. Is that what Riley Cooper tried saying?
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't saying it out of anger. He was just trying to bond with the security lady.
No, that was way different. That was
it? Yeah.
That would have got you kicked out of the NFL this year.
Oh, yeah.
Last year, was that 2 years ago, or last year? That flew back then.
Oh, yeah. It was a different league back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What completely... I guess just the video. The video of Ray Rice completely changed everything in the NFL.
Do you think the pictures of Adrian Peterson's son?
Those were kind of tagging along.
Yeah, it didn't help things, that's for sure.
Those were the Event Horizon to the Armageddon movie that came out. It's just kind of the one that was...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood can't come up with anything new, that's right, huh?
It was The Grudge to The Ring.
Uh-huh. So obviously the Ray Rice video was worse, right?
Had to be. Yeah, that was the thing that made everybody throw their hands up.
Who gets
Don't
back
shoot.
in who gets back in the NFL first? Adrian Peterson or Ray Rice?
Ray Rice. Oh, well, they'll probably both come back the same
Next year.
time. Yeah, next year.
People are saying Ray Rice has been done for a while, so he may not get another shot.
I don't think that's fair.
No.
No, I think he's still good. And I think he'll come back and he'll be successful, and he deserves to be.
Did you watch his rehab interview on the Today Show?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, his wife was on there Monday, and then Tuesday he just happened to walk into the kitchen and really, get in front of that camera with Matt Lauer.
The one thing everyone's been telling him to do PR-wise.
Yeah.
Get out there and say something, idiot.
Yeah, I think he may have shed a couple of tears,
Of course.
Yeah.
What else? I'm surprised he didn't go to Oprah. Has he not been to Oprah yet?
No, he hasn't.
She hasn't solved all his woes?
Oprah's a different thing now than she used to be.
Nah, she's
on that OWN network.
Mm-hmm.
She's not syndicated nationally anymore.
But who was the big interview she had recently?
Was it the Raven Simone where she said she's not black and she's not gay?
Stuff like that, yeah. She still does those. She tries to get those interviews. The minute somebody's found in a basement having been raped for the last 15 years, Oprah's the first one to get that interview.
Yeah.
OWN or not.
Was it Johnny Manziel who locked those women in the basement?
Is her network the PWN network?
The Poon Network?
Uh-huh.
No.
No.
It's the One Warrior Nation Network.
I see.
Yep.
I see. I watched like 2 seconds of Raw the other night, and I saw a tribute to the Ultimate Warrior.
Did you see that?
And they were showing that the night before he died, when he was out there accepting his award, he was
right, yeah. His
did
Hall
a
of Fame induction.
whole speech on how when a man leaves a
right.
legacy and this and that, and one day when he's not here, and I was like, who knew tomorrow you were gonna fucking
It was very, very prophetic, right?
steroid out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I assume that's what it was. The steroids finally worked their way to his heart and
That's what it was, yeah.
went off like a firework.
Yeah, he may have gotten a little bit too hyped up on that episode of Raw.
Yeah. You think? I imagine he was probably he dabbled a little bit back in coke.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm imagining. I'm imagining he was like,
it's not the Ultimate Warrior if I don't do a line of coke.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
feeling good. I mean, he was going to the Hall of Fame. It was like,
Yeah.
let's just dabble this weekend, and then
Right.
too old for that.
Yep.
Too old for that.
Yep. People were saying that his family should have been out there to accept the award for him.
Why?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, you mean the other night?
Yeah.
What was that award? What were they doing?
I guess it was like the Slammies,
they were slamming. Yeah, I saw
yeah,
that.
and I guess it was the award for oh my gosh moment of the year or something like that, or biggest return, biggest surprise.
Yeah, it was
something.
return because
Yeah.
they had it against the Raw. I didn't even stay around to see the winner. I just
Oh,
saw.
you're just too cool to watch it,
Yeah, bro. I wasn't really watching Raw, but I was watching Raw. Yes.
Is the Ultimate Warrior here?
And then he came out there with he had like not the face paint on, but it was like a mask,
Yeah,
a cardboard cutout
Yeah,
of the face paint.
they were trying to show merchandise,
And that was what I thought. I go, you can't do that. And I go, oh, wait a minute. I guarantee you that was for sale.
Yeah. Afterwards, they had the all-black Warrior mask, the Rest in Peace version.
That's what killed him. He went out to the parking lot.
Yeah.
He looked on his phone how many of those masks had been sold. And it was about 1.5 million
Yeah,
times the $1.99 that they charged for him.
yeah.
And he had a heart attack.
He gets 2% of that profit,
Yep.
Yep.
He was going to make $1.50 off of all that.
Yeah, he should have got Marcus Lemonis to negotiate that deal for him.
Mm-hmm.
Vince is a jackass,
I've been watching The Prophet so much.
A friend of mine was saying that the prophet has double meaning. He's like, it's about the prophet, and he's also the prophet. Isn't he some kind of prophet, some kind of business prophet?
Wow, it's amazing your friend figured that one out. Yeah, there's definitely a messiah complex going on with that guy.
Oh, you think so?
Of course, comes in to save everybody. Like the Ultimate Warrior. Yes.
Yeah. What did he say? We'll live on forever. Yeah.
Where's Michael McBride when you need him? Hey, how come he came in with face paint on and Ultimate Warrior didn't even come out with it?
He was more of a warrior than the Ultimate Warrior.
That's right.
Yeah. Did you know Ultimate Warrior legally changed his name to Warrior?
No, he didn't.
Yep.
Meta World Warrior.
Warrior Star Hip Hop.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
I think I've discovered the inspiration for Goku on Dragon Ball Z. Can y'all see that? It looks just like Goku.
Hell yeah.
Look at that.
Before his time.
Yeah.
Way ahead of his time.
Was that at level 1000 Super Saiyan? Who is this calling in?
I don't know. They've clearly been enticed.
Please listen carefully. This is a message about the rise in crime in the local area.
Yes, sir.
You've been referred by a friend or neighbor. Home
Okay.
security systems are now available for no cost for U.S. homeowners.
Oh, wow.
Free equipment
I got a security
and
system. It's
installation.
called a shotgun.
Press one now and someone will assist you. The system is monitored 24 hours a day by local police, fire, and medical.
How come we always get
Press
these
one
prank
now
phone
and
calls?
you'll have access-
Is this one of you Howard Stern guys? Oh,
I'm a
man.
bully.
Hi, this is Anna, First
What?
Alert. Are you interested in taking advantage of our home security at no cost to you?
Sounds
Yes.
pretty good. Yeah, please.
How much?
Hello?
How
Hello?
much is it?
Oh, shit.
Hello?
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 Hi. What did you say your name was? Hello?
She hung up.
Oh.
Tell us about those tits, darling.
Wow, that was hot. She did sound hot for about 2 seconds there.
Before she totally freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm so used to that, though. That's
Yeah.
usually about the time that my
your
Bill Cosby
right.
medications, wearing in.
You offer him a glass of wine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And off comes the bathrobe.
Yeah,
I love how they all have the story of like, then the last thing I remember, he takes off his robe.
Yeah. You see those pictures?
And mounted me. Like, he couldn't wait 5 more seconds until they fell asleep.
Yeah.
He had to leave them with that.
Horrifying, lasting image, that traumatizing image.
Clearly does. Janice
Yeah.
Dickinson can't stop telling you how traumatized she is.
You see those pictures she took of Bill Cosby in the robe?
Yeah.
Those Polaroids? You know, she said she was the first person to have a Polaroid camera.
I don't believe that at all.
Do you think she's telling us a true story over there?
No.
I was one of the first people to have a Polaroid camera, is what she said.
There might be 2 lies in that story.
Yeah. She's not a person? Oh, here's those prank callers again. Can't get enough of it.
Bueno. Hello. Caller, you're on the air. Do you want to talk to me about crime in my neighborhood?
She's trying to win those free tickets, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, we gave those away a long time ago. The answer was Freddy Krueger.
So how was your week, Jared?
It was okay. These weeks fly by. They really do. Wednesday to Wednesday flies by.
It does.
That's how I live my week. Wednesday to Wednesday, from this show to this show to the next show. I swear to God, that's my. There's no Sunday through Saturday.
Did God say on Wednesday there will be mind control?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mind control, you're on the air. Caller, you are on the air.
Man.
That's it. No more phone calls, guys.
But I'm sure the next one's going to be
Yep.
the good one.
Donald Trump calling in.
You're still getting them. Off the air.
So did you see this disturbing news about Cam Newton this morning?
I saw it actually yesterday as it developed.
I guess it was last night, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that he was in an accident, and then they flipped over, taken away in an ambulance.
It's a good thing he had that seatbelt on, right?
Turned out he had Romo back injury.
He said he has 2 transsexual fractures in his lower back.
That can't be right.
Two transverse process fractures.
Oh, that's right. But you're dyslexic, so
yeah.
You switch
I saw
those
trans and just automatically my mind went there.
LGBT pride.
Yeah.
So he had LGBT injury in his lower back.
Yeah.
Poor Cam Newton. Did he deserve this? This is the biggest question.
You know,
he's a millionaire. His life is great. Didn't he deserve this?
Do you think it's going to bring him down a few notches, maybe humble him a little bit?
By the way, that's not the question. I'm sorry. I was just kidding.
No.
Of course it's terrible. It's tragic. And for some reason, I mean, maybe the fact that he comes out there and rips his shirt open like he's Superman every week. I just assumed he was gonna not miss any playing time, but it turns out he's not gonna play.
Yeah, it looks like Derek Anderson is gonna play this week. He sent out a Twitter message. He said, "My thoughts and prayers are with my brother at Cam Newton and his family. Positive thoughts sent your way on such a scary day. #Wolfpack."
Now, if he was actually any good, do you think he would have sent that?
No.
He's saying that because he knows he's just trying to keep that backup job next season.
Not trying to make any waves.
Mm-hmm. Now, if he was like, Manziel, did he send out anything about my brother Brian Hoyer? No.
No.
Nope.
He wants that job pretty bad, Manziel does.
Money Manziel. What do you think he's going to do this week? Cincy?
He's starting, right? That's for
starting against the division rival.
They're probably going to lose, right? Or maybe they'll win, since he's pretty bad, but so is Cleveland.
And he's going to be in Cleveland at home.
Mm-hmm. Josh Gordon, ultimate receiver back there.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. I didn't realize how much of a badass Mike Evans was until here in the NFL. You don't realize how dominant he was over in A&M.
Yeah.
He was a big, strong dude.
Did he sign with Cash Money, I heard?
I don't know about this.
Yeah.
I know Lil Wayne wants to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, I think he's mad that they're going in the sports direction, so Lil Wayne wants to leave, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess he's
completely copying Jay-Z.
Oh, yeah. Rockefeller or whatever.
Yeah. Rock Nation.
Is Birdman going to buy the Dolphins or something?
I heard he's buying the New Orleans Pelicans.
Oh, is he?
Well, they're from New Orleans.
Yeah, staying that bird motif too, right?
Uh-huh. And that unibrow is the hottest thing. It looks like a bird on the horizon.
Yeah, true.
Man, he is so proud of that thing. Like, he won't... Why would you not just shave that thing off?
Unibrows are cool now.
They're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, and they've never been.
There's that NBA player from Duke that has the unibrow that everyone loves.
Even when Frida Kahlo had it, it wasn't hot.
No, she didn't make it happen.
You can't go with the unibrow. I'm sorry. He looks normal in all other respects. He's very dominant. I do question his regimen. He does look a little puffy.
Oh, yeah.
Like a PED user.
Who, Birdman?
No, well, what's his name?
Oh,
Anthony Davis.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He looks very bulgy. His muscles are bulging and very steroid looking.
Yeah, I heard that if you do steroids, you get a unibrow too, so that's probably why he has it, right?
That's why Frida Kahlo had it. I
Yeah.
guarantee you, back in the day. How do you think she was such a good painter?
She was doing art steroids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
LSD. Yeah. You ever dabble in LSD, Jer?
No, I
No.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm too old for it now, but I would have.
Yeah.
You're never too old to do LSD, my friend.
Cool.
Are you afraid that you never come back from that trip?
No, I know I would come back.
Would you?
Yeah, I'm too reality based. I'd probably that kind of stuff barely even affects me anyway. I would be grounded in reality the whole time anyway.
You would, even if you were tripping balls, you would still say that you're not feeling anything.
Uh-huh.
You'd be like, "What's even happening?"
I'd still be able to go to work and do everything.
I went to school one time tripping on LSD.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Actually, it was the second time I'd ever done it, too. It was, I'll never forget it. It was one of the coolest days of my life. But,
Don't do drugs, kids.
It was the day after Super Bowl, and that particular Super Bowl had the Budweiser commercial, and I'm sure y'all remember this, where it was, y'all remember, do you remember the frogs that was that?
Oh my gosh,
Well,
yeah.
this was the Super Friends version of "What's up?" Like, they took the whole conversation between the guys and made a whole, like, Super Friends video of it. And so they showed it in my film class, and I'm just, like, losing it, like, laughing. Like, it was the funniest thing I had ever seen, and, like, I had to be excused from class. I couldn't stop laughing. It was pretty scary.
Were you sent to the principal's office?
No, he was like, "Dude, get out and tell him to stop laughing."
Yeah.
Because it was, one of those moments where you can't stop laughing even though you're really. It was one of those, but like compounded on the fact that I'm tripping.
Sure. Yeah.
But on acid.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, or later, I'm like, man, I could have gotten in a lot of trouble, But
Was it high school?
yeah, it was
Dang.
10th grade.
Damn, took some guts, Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Is there hallucinating? It's not like that.
No, it's not. It's not really. You can control it.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you took a high enough dose, but it's never really. And I've taken a lot of different kinds of hallucinogens, and I've never really seen, fairies or anything. It's more like everything is enhanced.
Yeah.
The stuff that you see looks cooler than it is.
Mm-hmm.
Looks brighter. Now, I will say I've seen like a spider web kind of thing connecting all of us.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe you.
Yeah.
And connecting, like, in the sky. Like, it was just this grid, and everything was connected.
Yeah, and you know what? I know it sounds weird, but I believe that's the kind of stuff that's there. We just don't see it. It's not in our spectrum of sight.
Unless you're doing LSD.
Yeah, and then you open up the right this and that, and you're just seeing like insects. Like, the world for insects is totally different. They see a
Right.
totally different light spectrum. They're looking at a whole other thing. Like, it's all the stuff that's there. Like, we are all connected and.
Have you ever opened up your pineal gland?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I rub it like a clit every night before I DMT trip.
Yeah. It has the Terrence McKenna has talked about that DMT.
Uh-huh.
He says there's elves that are connecting everything. Like, the elves build through, I guess, that connection or something.
Now, I've even done DMT, too.
You didn't see the elves? No elves.
But see, now, I've done DMT, and I did DMT while tripping shrooms.
Oh, yeah?
Well, because there's two different versions of DMT you can do. You can do like a ayahuasca style, like where it's a tea, and it's a lot more stronger. And I think in that form, is where you see the multi-dimensional beings.
Oh, right.
But
yeah.
then they have it where you can it's like in a powder form that you can smoke.
Okay.
And to me it was. Have y'all ever done salvia divornum?
Oh God, it was
No?
terrible. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like that, but a lot more intense, and it lasts a little longer.
Yeah, that's why, Jer said he could handle the hallucination, but he really couldn't handle it whenever he did the salvia, whatever.
Well, I mean, I could have, like, if I had to, but like I was trying to let it take over. I was trying to see the full effect and let it see what it does to you. I mean, if you told me to, although I mean, that salvia, that was just weird stuff.
Yeah.
It was a weird feeling.
Yeah, and that's kind of what the smokable DMT is.
Now, but mushrooms to me, I did mushrooms the first time, and man, it's amazing how, and this is what I imagine acid would do. It's amazing how everything makes sense. The entire concept of everything. Even I remember hearing, the concept of everything that ever has been, always is, and always will be, like, it was happening, it is happening, everything's happening forever.
Right.
And all that made perfect sense to me that night. And I remember that feeling, and then I wake up in the morning and that feeling's gone. You don't quite feel that. I don't understand why. How can we learn something but not bring it back?
You'd have to stay in that place, right?
But if you see it,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just weird. It just sucks. Like, you can't bring anything back with you. You go on a trip,
Right.
and you come back to life, and it's just normal, everyday life.
Yeah.
Your normal Jedi. You didn't get superpowers. That's what I'm saying. It should be things like, the more you do that, you get the ability to, like, telepathy or to move things with your hands, and somebody's been doing a lot of acid because they can really pick up a car or hold an airplane up, or you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
there should be something gained from all of this, but it's literally all in your mind for that night, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
That's why you get the druggy stoner stereotype, but
Chasing that dragon.
we swear to God, that dragon's real.
Yeah. Nope, it's not, unfortunately.
You don't think so?
No, of course not.
Jedi, all that stuff you saw, you don't think that's real?
Yeah, I actually do.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that I think that our if you look at a lot of metaphysical kind of doctrine, you will or the Kabbalah, stuff like that, you will read that we are in a lower dimension. So we are not able to do the things that you're talking about. But if we can somehow transcend ourselves to a higher dimension, stuff like that is possible.
Sure. Yeah.
So I think that there's that stuff is possible, that you can tap into higher energies. It takes a lot of discipline, because I think any type of universal power is not going to just allow someone to easily be able to.
But we should
tap
have
into stuff like
examples.
that.
We should have superhero types.
Well, have y'all seen the video of the guy who can light stuff on fire using his chi?
No.
I'll find it. It's pretty awesome. Hang on.
Well, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about, but I'd have to question
Sure.
how real that is.
You as a skeptic wouldn't believe it,
That's
even
right.
if it could happen.
What? How dare you?
Because Jedi's going to pull up video evidence, and you're going to say, oh, that's just photoshopped or whatever. Yeah.
That's right.
Just like Nicki Minaj's ass, right?
Complete.
Can't exist.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Total Photoshop. As I pop my foot.
This is a there's a whole documentary, and this is only just a clip of the documentary, and I highly suggest you watch it, because it's really well made. Yeah.
Lawrence had heard of a man who might be able to help, and dragged me to him despite my reservations.
Is he gonna light this guy on fire?
No, y'all go ahead. I'm gonna skip ahead real quick.
This is what Steve Jobs did to invent
He
the
uses
iPod.
acupuncture needles in the traditional.
It gave him the idea for the iPod, this acupuncture.
This is behind the scenes as they did the makeup for Hellraiser.
Would you ever go through acupuncture?
Yeah, just for the fun of it, just to see what it's like.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I don't think it's ever gonna help anybody.
See, these are all scientists that are around him, and they hook him up with all kinds of instruments, and like they're trying to figure out how the hell he's doing it.
But I'm saying, if that was real, he'd be doing it on the Tonight Show.
Well,
and-
here's the. Well, he talks about that. It's his teachers are you can't he's taught to not do stuff like that. You don't just go out and do it and flaunt it and brag about it, because it requires a lot of self-discipline. I mean, there's a lot. You got to have a good diet. You know.
Oh, me and Eddie are out.
Lot of fish oil, I'm sure.
You know, your body is like a temple of energy, and you got to be able to
manipulate it, control it. Yeah.
I just feel like if that was true, we would have this race of superhuman beings that we could all look up to and aspire to by saying we want to be like them, and we want to meditate and take hallucinogens and the forest and reach a new higher dimension. But it doesn't happen because it's...
Yeah, everyone would rather watch, American Idol and eat fast food pizza.
But there's plenty of people who dedicate their whole lives to trying, and I don't know.
If you would ask a metaphysical person, and they would tell you that the world wasn't ready for that kind of stuff. Because if you think about it. Think about if you could tap into higher powers, dimensional powers. Let's say you have a guy like Hitler, and he's able to tap into those powers. He's going to completely annihilate the planet. Yeah. So you have to have a society of people who are able to demonstrate responsibility to be able to do that kind of stuff, or we would just annihilate ourselves immediately. So in order for us to be able to do stuff like that, we as a society have to transcend to another level. It can't just be individual people, and maybe there are individual people, and they have just been secretly doing it because the world hasn't been ready yet.
I demand they come out. I demand they show themselves.
The Atlanteans destroyed their city with that magic stuff.
So I'm saying all of our stories about people doing that shit are from stories.
Yeah.
I want to see people doing that shit.
But you just saw somebody doing that shit.
No, I didn't.
You should just watch this documentary. Yeah. It's really good.
What's it called?
Just look up.
Okay, I can.
Yeah, I'll find it for you at the end of the show. His name is John Chang. Just look up John Chang and you'll find it. And he kind of got in trouble for doing this, for showing this. Like, he went back into hiding, and you can't really find the guy.
Yeah. I'm sure his teachers were pretty pissed off.
Right.
Yeah.
He should have, just for showing off like that, nature should have set him on fire. Right in front of all of them.
Yep. That's what happened to, what's his name? Bruce Lee. He brought the martial arts over here, and they ended up killing him for it, so you got to be careful with that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Those black martial arts.
Yeah. So, speaking of the martial arts, did you watch the UFC show this past weekend?
I did.
You did?
I did.
Was it worth it?
What were you doing Saturday night? You sure weren't watching it at my house.
No, I was fapping.
Oh.
Yep.
Fapping yourself to sleep.
Yeah, I have to get at least 2 hours of fapping in a day.
Woke up at 2:30 and finished it. Yeah, no, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't that good.
I heard it was a controversial decision in that main event.
No, there was no controversy about it. It
was a split decision.
One friend there, Shane, he was kind of shocked by it. Everyone else was pretty much, yeah. I mean, I called it. I said, he was going to take that belt because Johnny Hendricks didn't come to fight. He didn't come to fight. He didn't want to fight.
I heard he's banged up still also.
Lawler wanted to fight.
Yeah.
And although they didn't do much fighting, Lawler wanted to, so.
Yeah.
And he brought it the whole fight. It wasn't much of a fight, but that's the way you got to go. You hate to see a guy win a belt like that, but.
Do you think Hendricks is injured?
I don't know. I think he was just not looking to bang with Lawler, and
I heard it wasn't the same fighter that beat GSP.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't look good.
Yeah, it's probably injuries.
But Lawler, he fought him once, and then he really had time to prepare for him again. He might have just been like Kane and Junior Dos Santos the second time. He just
figured it out.
Yeah, figured the guy out. So Lawler and Rory McDonald are going to fight, and that should be fun. But I would hope Lawler retains his belt.
Did you hear Lawler offered Punk on Twitter to come train at his camp?
No.
Yeah, he said, "Hey, Punk, everyone doubted me too. I moved down to American top team and proving them wrong. Come here and do the same." So I guess Robbie Lawler opened up an invitation for Punk to train with him at his camp.
That's fun.
You think Punk will make it through a camp?
Sure. He won't make it through one fight, but he'll make it through a...
Yeah, I heard he's doing an interview after the Ultimate Fighter tonight on FS1. Yep.
Yeah, I saw him out there. I didn't hear what he had to say, but I saw him. I think he's too pretty boy. I don't think he really wants to go out there and fight.
Yeah.
I really don't. I think he wants to go out there and go through the motions and throw some stuff, but I don't think he really... I hope they throw him in there with somebody that will kill him.
I think everybody's wanting to see that.
They need to throw him in there with the Diaz brother, but they're not going to do. They say they're going to give him somebody that's like
0-0, right?
Yeah, 0-1, 1-0, something just starting out like him.
My guess is he's going to go through the Ultimate Fighter.
You know?
What's that?
Who called them out?
Diaz?
No.
Who?
The Green Power Ranger.
Oh yeah,
the original Green Power Ranger.
Tommy
called him out. I would watch that.
Yeah. Is Tommy on the UFC roster?
No.
So I'm guessing he just wants to get a UFC payday.
Exactly. Man, Tommy was definitely the best Power Ranger, so I would have to root
Jason
for him.
was pretty badass.
Yeah. They were the two shit.
Yeah.
They were the shit. They probably tag teamed Kimberly.
Oh yeah.
Endless times.
They unleashed some DP Zords on him.
I wanted, I've heard, nowadays they do a lot of the Saved by the Bell people have been gotten a hold of, and they've told a lot of their stories from back in the day.
Yeah.
That, Mario Lopez, he'd fucked
Tiffany Amber Thiessen, right?
Kelly, yeah.
Yeah. You think there was some Power Ranger drama that we need to hear
about? I
about?
want to know the Power Ranger.
There needs to be an unofficial Power Ranger movie.
Yeah, on Lifetime.
Uh-huh.
There should be.
Yeah.
There should be.
Should they get the real Zordon to host it?
Exactly.
Well, I was watching Tommy and Kimberly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be the greatest. Nobody pays enough attention to the original Power Ranger cast. They don't get any love on the internet.
Trini's dead.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What happened to her?
The Yellow Ranger died in a car crash. Yeah. You know those Asian drivers, right?
Are you kidding me?
No, she passed away. Yeah.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Moment of silence for
Trini, the Yellow Ranger. That was completely inappropriate.
Hey, we were silent. That was important. That was the important part. It was be silent so we could play the gong.
Yeah, that was for her soul.
Exactly.
So yeah, Joe Rogan had some HSOs on this whole Punk signing thing. You want to hear what Rogan's been quoted as saying?
Real fast, read me first what he said about the Yellow Ranger.
And it's a national tragedy. So he said it could be that Punk needs the money. By needs money, I don't mean he's broke. What I mean is that he's going to get a lot of money coming in. He used to do this. He's working for the he's working for the WWE. I'm sure he makes a couple $1 million a year, and that's a lot of money. And when you start making a lot of money, used to having a lot of money, then you say, what are my options? Well, UFC is interested in signing me. So I guess Rogan doesn't think that Punk's really in it.
Well, good for me. I didn't know Joe Rogan felt like that, and that's exactly right.
Yeah.
He's dead on.
Trying to get a paycheck while he still can.
But I really think in his mind, he thinks he can do this. He thinks I'm a fighter. He thinks...
Yeah, that's why it's going to be so great to see him get knocked out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful. I'd like to see him tap. Or not get knocked out or tap.
He's been training Muay Thai for the past few years.
He needs to get finished.
All he has is some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Muay Thai moves, and that's it, No striking, no stand-up ability. He's not an athlete,
What's he going to fight at?
170-something.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Taz had some opinions on this, too.
Okay.
Taz said via Twitter...
Is he still doing announcing?
For TNA, yeah.
Oh, he's at TNA now?
Yeah.
Okay.
He questioned the timeline of everything regarding Punk over the last few weeks. He claims that due to all the things at play, Vince could be involved in the whole thing. That's what Taz was saying.
Well, because he made news by apologizing for CM Punk on the thing.
Right.
It was weird. The same week Vince brought his name up, he was also
honestly,
up by
I think
Dana
what happened,
White.
Punk. Vince was, responding to Punk's shoot interview that he did with his friend Colt Cabana. And I think Punk did the interview with Colt just to kind of clear the air before he went over to UFC. So I think it just kind of just happened that way,
Oh, I'm sure it did.
Yeah, I think Punk wanted to clear up the air as far as why he left. And then then Vince wanted to respond to that, and then Punk signed with UFC. Punk's, a little
What's
bitch,
his signing? Is he multiple fights?
He's a multi-fight deal, yeah. But I think Punk's a little bitch for leaving WWE like he did. He was still under contract and just walked out and claimed there's a bunch of injuries, but now it's obvious that he's wanted to leave to go to UFC, I think it's a real bitch move on Punk's part.
Bitch move to stop fake fighting and go real fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
He couldn't cut it real fake fighting, so he had to, pretend to real fight.
Well, truth is, he couldn't cut it. Nobody's good over there.
Uh-huh. So yeah, Austin also had some comments. He said, I think Punk rolls around with some UFC guys. It's a very big passion of his. I wish him luck, and I know they will do a hell of a buy rate. Matching him up with someone at his skill level, it's hard to gauge what his skill level is, though. So Austin said, I talked about bridging the gap between CM Punk and Vince, and then he goes and does this deal with UFC. It would appear to me that they're further apart than I thought they were. I knew that things were bad, and I hadn't talked to CM Punk, so it's going to be interesting, whatever. So yeah, that's that. The whole internet was ablaze this weekend with Punk UFC talk. Talk is that Brock's also going to be signing back with UFC.
Brock hasn't had anything to say about this?
No, but he's definitely going to use it to negotiate his new contract with WWE. This is, like back in the day, guys could say, I'm going to go to WCW, so pay me more money.
Now it's UFC.
Exactly, yep. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, and like the Stefan, did you watch the Bonner Tito fight for Bellator a couple of weeks ago?
No. Did they really go through with it?
Yeah. And I heard it did a great rating, and so that kind of shocked UFC and Bellator.
Who won?
Tito did. Yeah, but it did a great rating.
Wow. No, I wanted to see that.
Yeah, a lot of people did, and people tuned in and watched it, and so now UFC and Bellator think that's the only way to get ratings now is to put on these freak shows, shoot angles and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Freak shows, Tito and...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, please.
Two washed-up fighters with nothing else but a mic.
But that's all Strikeforce was doing, and they got bought out just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a freak show element to UFC, to MMA, that needs to be, maybe tapped a little bit more, yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Dana White has always kind of steered away from that, but why not? I mean, yeah, capitalize on... They should have always done the Joe Rogan Wesley Snipes fight, or Joe Rogan Dana White, or Dana White Wesley Snipes, whatever it was supposed to be.
Yeah. They did that fight with Randy and that boxer. That was a little bit of a freak show fight.
That's right.
Yeah.
What was that?
I think James Toney thought he could beat a UFC fighter or something.
Yeah. That was really fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. Mayweather, bring him over.
Yeah,
they couldn't pay him enough.
No.
They couldn't pay him enough.
The talk was Roy Jones versus somebody.
Anderson Silva was one of him, right?
Anderson Silva, yeah.
He's fighting Nick Diaz.
Is that Silva's first fight back?
Yeah. Then I believe that's in January, so we're coming right up on that.
Yeah.
And I'm predicting full-on Anderson Silva dominance.
Oh, you're not going to stick with... You're not going to back your boy?
I'm going to back him. I'm going to root for him, and I'm going to cheer for him, but I think he gets dominated, completely dominated. St. Pierre dominated him. I think he could beat everybody under George St. Pierre and Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
Nick Diaz, yeah. But he'll lose.
I heard... I forgot what Nick Diaz said exactly about Punk after they signed him. Did you hear what he said? Yeah, then I heard he immediately deleted the tweet. And
No.
Claimed that somebody hacked his account,
That's funny.
Yeah. I heard John Jones said he's going to be headlining WrestleMania 31. some sarcasm by John Jones.
Oh, you mean the opposite?
Right.
That's funny. How about you just get in the UFC and fight?
Yeah.
That damn belt of yours.
Instead of claiming you're injured. Yeah.
Isn't that still on, though? There's something that's still on. I forget their next pay-per-view, but it's...
Cormier and John Jones.
Is that still set?
Yeah. I think it's coming up here pretty soon.
Okay, yeah, because I thought somebody had gotten hurt and was called off, but they were showing promos for it and stuff.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
They were supposed to fight a few months ago, but Jones got hurt again.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Yeah, we got two big fights, two big good fights coming up. I want Jones and Cormier and Jones and Gustafsson are both huge fights.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I want to see them both.
Yeah. I would say hopefully Jones can make it to Gustafsson or whatever his name is, but I still hope he loses to Cormier, so I don't really know who to...
I hate Daniel Cormier.
You do?
Yeah, I don't like his angle and all this stuff, like the, I'm going to call out John Jones for being the fake guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's fake himself. Whatever. I don't like Cormier. But he's good. He's good. He's still undefeated, I'm sure, right?
Yeah. Do you want to watch some of these trailers?
Some of these. Let's go. What do you got for me?
I guess we can start off with the new Terminator movie. Are you looking forward to this Terminator Genesis, Jerry? Have you heard anything about it?
Unfortunately.
You have.
And I'm about to shit all over this. Spoiler alert on this trailer. I'm about to shit all over it.
Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah, I watched this the other day, expecting great things.
That's where he went wrong.
I don't know what to make of this guy either.
The new John Connor.
Yeah, he was in the Planet of the Apes.
Oh yeah. Looks like he was in a really bad car accident or something, though, right?
Dies with us.
He got thrown through the windshield or
I don't
something.
know. He's not a leading man type. I don't know why they keep leading him in movies.
The time before the war.
Do you think they thought that scar would make him more of a leading man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, let me save her.
John Connor would have a scar like
You're
this.
doing right now. This is the end of the
He's
war.
like the movie star version of Quentin Tarantino. Like if they made a Tron movie with Quentin Tarantino and had to make him look younger, it would be that guy.
Oh yeah.
Even with the stars.
There's the classic scene, right?
So help me understand how this works, because there's like
Okay, so
a couple different versions of Arnold.
Did you ever watch the first Terminator movie?
Yeah, but
Yeah, so I guess the Arnold from the future is going back to fight the Arnold from that first Terminator movie.
Okay. So why did they get the exact replica of the T-2000?
From the Terminator was sent back to kill me, I know, but...
Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah. And why is he wearing a police uniform again?
Yeah, it's so stupid. They go, they know that's the one thing everybody loves, and they're just going to try to replicate it again.
The time John sent you to, it no longer
But I saw,
exists.
here, they try to update it, like, he cuts his own blades off and throws
Everything's
them.
changed.
Yeah, and he's Asian too, right?
That's always better.
Yeah.
But this, like, if that was the first time I had ever seen that, okay, cool.
We can
And why haven't special effects improved in 20 years, you know?
Right, looks just like it.
Where is he?
I mean, I'm going to see it.
You see how many times that bus flipped over?
Watch all these new Arnold movies.
Yeah. You haven't seen Sabotage, have you?
What?
I'll see it. I'll see the bootleg version.
Yeah. You'll watch it on streaming?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On what? Pirate Bay's gone. Sad.
Uh-oh.
Did
What?
y'all see that?
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got shut down.
How so?
And they've been down a lot longer than they've ever been in the past. Of being shut
Wow. How's that possible?
down.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Maybe the Sony hack pissed off a lot of people. Now they're cracking down or something.
Wow.
So I think we have another trailer there. I guess we can watch the trailer for that new Mad Max movie. You ever seen any of the original Mad Maxes, Jared?
I haven't.
No, neither have I.
I've only seen clips or scenes here and there.
Yeah.
I watched the first one recently and it's horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
I believe you.
The first Mad Max?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was hard for me to sit through it.
I freaking believe it.
Everyone loves the Mad Max movies. I've never seen them.
People just like the imagery.
Yeah.
Like this trailer. I guarantee you could get by just watching this trailer, and you won't miss a thing. If you go watch this whole movie, you'll be like, boy, I could have just watched the trailer.
Was that Tom Hardy?
Yeah, it was Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Is that in Afghanistan?
Everybody's gone out of their mind.
These are pre-Poppy Field, Afghanistan.
You're not the only one, Max.
What happened to Obama?
All the hype on the internet has been this, wow, this trailer.
Blow your mind, right?
Whoa, Mad Max.
It'll leave you in your drooling pile of blood or something.
Mm-hmm. It just looks... whatever.
Is this the new Fast and the Furious?
Although Charlize Theron's in it.
Don't you mean Theron?
Mm-hmm. Charlize Theron. Okay, who's this other guy? I didn't recognize him.
Simon Pegg?
No. They'll show it. Charlize Theron, Tom Hardy, and then there's some other guy that I
Pauly Shore?
almost recognize. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Woohoo!
I guess he put classic music on top of anything and it comes across as art.
Uh-huh. Here's Nicholas Hoult.
Nicolas Cage?
But seriously, we don't need to see the movie.
That's that scene right there?
This whole thing, I mean, it's like...
and this is freaking nothing like Mad Max.
No.
No.
Needs more Mel Gibson, right?
There wasn't hardly any action.
No. I think the action comes in maybe like Mad Max 2.
Huh?
because Mad Max 1, it's basically like...
He's not that mad?
No. He's just driving around in like a police car.
Yeah,
like
I think I know what you're talking about because I think I saw some of that and I go, this isn't Mad Max.
Yeah, it's not like the spikes and the skull. It's none of that.
I know exactly. Yeah.
The one that this is trying to be like is the Mad Max with Tina Turner in it.
Uh-huh.
And the only reason I know that is because I remember the Tupac and Dr. Dre video that's spoofing that Mad Max.
Yeah, the California video.
Yeah, California Love.
How funny.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not. Again, I'm gonna watch that. I'm not expecting anything good from it. I'm not even one of those people who's like, as long as it's shit blowing up and I'm visually interested, I'm down. Like I'm so out on that. Like I don't watch these movies and go, wow, it's so awesome and look what they're able to do. Like
that chase was amazing.
Yeah, I'm so uninterested in all of that. But whatever. But then again, I still watch it just because they tell me it's a big blockbuster.
All right, so let's rank these trailers. So right now, that Mad Max one has to beat out the Terminator Genisys
Definitely
trailer.
beats the Terminator.
Cool. So I think we have a third trailer there. Not the interview, the other one. Yeah. Which one is this one, Jedi?
Jurassic World.
Oh, the Jurassic Park trailer, yeah. With Star-Lord.
These are a lot of, but truth be told, there's a lot of big movies coming out.
Oh yeah, it's that summertime push or holiday push, I guess.
Just this next batch of movies that are coming out are going to be big.
Something chases you.
And now this is just like produced by Spielberg, but not directed by. 1%ers.
Is there a dinosaur on the boat, do you think?
Nobody feels bad for those 1%ers going over there and going through trauma.
Get chopped up to death.
That sounds great to me. This is exactly what I would like to do to them. Send them to an island of dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Looks a lot like the other ones. Oh, there's some new technology.
It's a hamster ball.
Yeah. You think that's Hollywood trying to tell us we're animals?
Probably.
It's a cool scene.
Sharknado. Hell yeah.
We've all seen black water. That a blackfish. That's it's not a cool thing right there.
Yeah, seriously, that thing is not being treated well.
We have learned more in the past decade.
They don't show you all the times that they poke it with taser.
Uh-huh. They take away its dinosaur babies.
He doesn't have anywhere near enough pool space to swim around in.
To kill sharks.
It's terrible.
We just went and made a new dinosaur?
Ron Howard's daughter.
Yep.
She's a hot.
Almost 40 feet high. Really think she climbed out?
Depends.
On what?
What she wearing depends. So,
So what, he's supposed to be some sort of dinosaur expert?
Exactly, yeah.
Evacuate the island.
Evacuate your bowels.
I would have rather they brought Jeff Goldblum back for this one than him.
As the Fly.
Anything that moves.
That would have been awesome. The Fly versus Jurassic World. Gee, I wonder if he made it out. That's cool though to get pterodactyls involved. I'm down just for
a pterodactyl.
I'm down for the hint at pterodactyls right there.
Yeah.
It's a little too much Raptors. They go, people like the Raptors last time. They stole the show, so he put way too much Raptor in there.
So do you want to hear
Riding with them.
Yeah, do you want to hear what I heard about this movie?
Yeah.
There's genetically modified dinosaurs. And I heard those raptors are like linked up to Chris Pratt, so like it's like these little pets or something.
Oh god.
Yeah. And I heard there's gonna be an albino Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay.
It can like camouflage itself with its surroundings.
So they're all gonna have like their own meta powers that we want that we can't achieve.
Yeah, through transcendental meditation, they've acquired these abilities. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
If there's an albino T-Rex, I think I'm down for that.
Yeah. I saw some Legos released.
Does he have like the puffy white hair like an albino?
No, he doesn't. No. He's not like Powder either. He can't like electrocute people.
Aww.
Yeah. So you'd want to see that albino dinosaur versus another dinosaur?
Yeah, I am interested in. I'm a sucker for that, man. I saw all 3 Jurassic Parks.
Yep.
I don't think they went too far downhill. They weren't making terrible Jurassic Parks.
No. People think that everyone
dumb.
gave up on that last one, though. People weren't really trying too hard.
A little give up, but the idea is just so awesome. The idea of people and dinosaurs on the planet together is awesome.
Yeah.
Totally awesome. Okay, so I'm going Jurassic Park, then Mad Max, then
I can agree with that.
Terminator.
I'm not too hyped up for the Jurassic Park movie,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah. I may have to see him on the big screen, though, in IMAX format.
I think you're underrating Chris Pratt. You know he was a voice in a Lego movie, right?
And he was the lead in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
I mean, what more do you need?
Nothing.
He hosted Saturday Night Live, Eddie.
Did he?
What more do you need?
A lot more, unfortunately. I need to see him in a movie like Silver Linings Playbook before I consider him a good actor.
I want to see him versus CM Punk. What do you think about that?
That's a hot sports opinion.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
See where I show up on this.
So do you want to hit us with that last trailer, Jedi? This is the movie that's caused all the controversy around the world. This caused North Korea to hack Sony.
Literally around the world.
Secretary of Communication for North Korea. Our Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un is interested in doing an interview with Dave Skylark.
Oh my god.
We will meet 50 kilometers west of
Isn't that the guy that just called in at the beginning of our show?
Did you say China? And did you just
Do
say
you have
dog?
security problems?
3 weeks from tonight, I will be traveling to Pyongyang, North Korea, to interview President Kim Jong-un.
Mr.
I think this is the
I'm
greatest
Agent
idea for a
Lacey
movie
with Central
ever.
Intelligence. You two are going to be in a room alone with Kim, and the
Because of how much
CIA
it
would
pisses
love
off
it if you
North
could
Korea
take him
in real
out.
life.
Take him
Would you see any movie starring Kim Jong-un?
Yes, yeah, exactly. The South Park movie was the last one to make when they did it with his dad. And it was the greatest thing ever.
Are you a fan of James Franco?
I am. Very loosely,
I watched every
but I
episode
am.
of your show in preparation for this interview.
I wouldn't defend all of his
particularly
actions, but I
enjoyed the Miley
definitely
Cyrus
support him.
Camel Toe episode.
He's out there fighting a good fight.
Deep.
Very deep. Yeah, she has quite a hearty moose knuckle.
Gentlemen, you are entering
You can say moose
into
knuckle
the
in trailers
most
now?
dangerous country on Earth. Please remember, Kim Jong-un is a master manipulator.
You would think, as mad as North Korea is about this, that they would want that guy dead that portrayed him.
That was actually Kim Jong Un, I think.
Oh,
I wish we have an escape plan.
Why don't we go to Japan?
Well, because it's across the Sea of Japan.
Why don't we swim?
Can't swim that.
Oh, I'm a good swimmer.
It's really, really far.
People have done it.
Nope.
Yep, Michael Phelps did it.
That's not true.
Nice tank! Is that real?
It was a gift to my grandfather from Stalin.
In my country, it's pronounced Stallone.
You have a sound system in here?
Oh, no. Don't touch.
Katy Perry?
I've never heard this before in my
I
life.
love Katy Perry.
Really?
As you shoot across the sky.
I spent a lot of time with Kim, and I think he's not a bad guy.
You cannot pull out of this. I'm pulling out. You're way too deep to pull out. I'm pulling out. No, you're not. You're leaving it in.
I've been pulling out for years, son.
Seriously.
All right, we know the whole plot now.
Huh, well, that's the idea of trailers these days.
But he didn't kill Kim Jong Un in the trailer.
Okay, so I don't believe at all that North Korea hacked these movies or that they're mad about this. I think they have other things to worry about than what Americans go see in the movie theaters.
You don't think they hacked Sony?
No, I don't think they hacked Sony. I don't.
Well,
think
then
they
who
have
did?
the capability? I think Sony.
Sony hacked Sony?
Sony hacked Sony.
Sony screwed Brett?
Somebody else hacked Sony.
Probably the American government, right?
Right. There ain't no
Framing
way the North Korean government cares enough. They're going to hack Sony and release Annie, the Black Annie, before, Christmas season. Get out of here.
They really wanted to affect those.
And their one request is don't release the interview. Like, get the fuck out of here.
You think it's just PR stunts by Sony?
It's got to be a total PR stunt. And using North Korea, because who would ever believe North Korea? It's like coming up with something. It's like defaming Iran. Like, who's ever going to come to the defense of Iran?
Nobody. Except for you, right?
Me?
The truth defender?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm glad my persona's finally come across on air well enough.
Yep. You lived up to your dream.
Okay, so rank them all. I guess the interview's got to be number one. We watched them from worst to least. You put them in the great order.
Oh, you think so?
To begin with.
You think that was a funny trailer?
I do.
Did you watch Neighbors? Did you love Neighbors?
I watched Neighbors, and I watched This Is the End.
Did
That's
you love?
right.
Did you love Zac Efron's abs in that movie? I know I did.
Yeah, him and that other dude are very funny.
Zac Efron and Zac Efron.
And Zac Efron's little brother.
Zac Efron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was a good movie overall.
Yeah,
I like that. So I support this. I think it's going to do well. If it gets released.
Do you think Sony's going to bow to the pressure?
I don't know what's up with this. I don't know what this leads to.
Yeah.
They might just fuck around and never release the movie on purpose.
Yeah.
Maybe the funniest thing.
Yeah. Only on DVD.
In North Korea.
Oh shit. Yeah. So
CIA is torturing people.
Oh, that's right. They are torturing people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about that?
I think that it's.
What do you think about that?
It's a stunt by the Democrats to make the Republicans look bad.
Of course, we all know the CIA is lying about everything. Why are we picking this one thing?
Right.
And we've known the CIA was torturing from, what did we do this investigation 10 years ago, and now all of a sudden we're bringing it back up? It's horseshit.
Did you hear the UN Commissioner for Human Rights is saying that they should be brought to justice?
Who should?
These torturers.
Oh, please.
George
Go fuck
W.
yourself.
Bush should be held on trial
Go
for
fuck yourself.
Signing off these executive orders.
You know what happened last time somebody spoke up like that against the CIA? Kennedy got a bullet through his head, okay?
Listen,
you keep your mouth shut about the CIA.
Yeah.
The CIA does what it wants. It's going to do what it wants. It doesn't answer to the president. That's what most people think. They think they answer to the president. The CIA, Obama has no idea what the CIA is doing.
The CIA answers to Hitler or to Satan.
Hitler and Satan. I think they're the same person at this point.
Yeah.
I just find it a little disturbing that, I hear this and I'm like, didn't we already know this?
Yeah, they've been torturing for a while, yeah.
I mean,
They're lying to you about everything. Anything the CIA has come out and told you, they opened up a Twitter account. I promise you, it's to fuck with your mind. Like, they don't do anything to be transparent or to be clear about things or to be honest and open. That's not their thing. If they release this information, it's probably a million times worse.
Oh, yeah.
We know that they're liars. We know that they're torturers. We know that they're out killing people. They're not supposed to be working here in American soil, right? And they do. They do whatever the fuck they want.
This is like when we hear, that the NSA is listening to everything. It's like, I was like, yeah, didn't we already know that?
Why do you think they put a fucking camera on your laptop that can't be, that doesn't ever get closed? Like, it's open to your room at all times
I got
for a
tape
reason.
on mine.
Me too. I've always covered mine, and I've always been made fun of. And then all of a sudden the news comes out. Well, what did you think was going on?
Yeah.
Just accept it. Bend over and take it.
It's a terrible day in America. Our forefathers are rolling over in their graves.
That's right.
Pirate Bay's shut down. God damn.
It's not worth living.
Is there such thing as freedom anymore?
Mm-mm. Fries. You could eat freedom fries.
Speaking of French fries, did you hear McDonald's dropped some items from their menu?
I didn't.
Yeah, they're dropping all their quarter-pound burgers.
Why?
Because
too heavy?
Yeah.
Oh, lighter burgers?
It just slows down the drive-through process,
Ah.
So now they're going to do build-your-own burgers like Build-A-Bear.
Ooh, I like that. So I can put my own sound effects inside of it. Can I pick my antibiotics that I want?
Uh-huh.
My cows to have taken?
Yep.
Can I choose how much pus was dangling from their udders before they were slaughtered?
That's not an option, no.
No? That's not under the cream cheese option? Okay.
So did you hear Taco Bueno brought back the Bueno burger?
I did. I saw a commercial. Oh, that looks disgusting.
Really?
Yeah, it's just that bread looks disgusting.
So I had to have one. I've already had two.
And?
Yeah. They're pretty good. They're having 50-cent Bueno burgers this Friday.
What the hell?
Yeah.
59 cents, I think.
47 cents, I think.
Wow.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you want to get 30 Bueno burgers for the next 2 weeks, you can go buy.
Promise me you're not going to buy 30 of them and freeze a bunch of them. And freeze the 5 that you don't eat that night.
And put them up on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
As they drop
20
them.
years from now.
Yep.
You should think about these kind of things.
Somebody has to.
That's right.
Yeah. If not me, who? Yeah.
So true.
So do you want to talk about you losing in the first round of the fantasy playoffs?
Fuck you.
Oh, I guess that's a no.
Fuck you, you piece of shit. So what does that mean? Do you have to play? No, you don't play Shane. If you were to win your next game and he was to win his next game, you guys would championship it?
Yep. But I've never made it to a championship, so I'll probably lose this week.
Who do you play?
I lost Brandon Marshall.
I know you lost Brandon Marshall. I was laughing.
Sad day.
I was with you when he went down, and I was laughing
Black
on the
Lightning
inside.
history. Yep.
You're such a loser.
I'm destined to never win a championship.
I won a championship in your fantasy league.
You did, and also
hey, next year we need to put money on it.
Also, Julio tweaked his hip, so it looks like he may be done too.
Could you get some? Could you get the other guys to put money on it?
Maybe some Bueno burgers.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
How about 50 Bueno burgers next year? I'll put them in the freezer now.
Okay.
Are we? What? I think we're about.
Is this it?
I think we're about houred up.
Yep.
Yes, leave it. Yes, screwed and chopped. This is thanks to Michael 5000 Watts. Shout out to Chameleonaire, Paul Wall. We're doing a big DSR, big tuck. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, shout out.
Chopped and screwed out there. I think we're gonna make this the new theme song for forever. I don't know how that happened, but it should happen every week.
Yep.
See you next week.